welcome back to my channel. So today I decided to do a makeup tutorial slash get ready with me on this look right here. I've had so many of you request this makeup look because, let's be real, it's all I've been wearing all month. I decided to film it for you guys today, but if you follow me on Snap, which if you don't, it's Holmes35, I showed you guys that I purchased so much new makeup from, does that make sense? So much new makeup? I bought a lot of new makeup from the drugstore. I did incorporate a lot of that into this video. Most of this look is drugstore, like the lips, the foundation, the concealer, the powder, the eyeshadow, the eyebrows. Most of it is drugstore, so I'm very excited for you guys to see it and you'll get to see my first impressions on things. But if you want to see a drugstore haul, please give this video a thumbs up so I know, because then I'll show you guys the rest of the stuff that I got, because there's a lot more left to share with you guys. I have a couple high-end things in this video though, like the Stila glitters. This is in Diamond Dust. So good. You guys wanted to see it in action, so I decided to incorporate that in this video. And then I am also wearing my Spotlight palette in gold. I love this thing. It is so good. These are on sale on Sephora. They will be in Ulta's very, very soon. So I'll have the dates below when it's in Ulta's. But yeah, I'm wearing gold today. Before we get started, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So if you want to get ready with me and see a bunch of new makeup products in action, then let's just go ahead and get started. But I'm weak. What's wrong? How much drugstore stuff I have. Okay, this is not drugstore. This was a PR package. But isn't that crazy? There's so much stuff. So the first thing I want to dabble in is this Makeup Revolution palette. This is a dupe for the Kat Von D one. If you guys don't know, the Shade and Light Eye palette. This is pretty much identical. I know Makeup Revolution does that a lot. They like to dupe high-end products. So I'm still gonna prime with my regular Nars eyeshadow primer because nothing can hang with this, honestly. Scotch tape should, you know, hook me up with some free tape. I mean, come on now. I'm praying that this has really good pigmentation. If this does not have really good pigmentation, I have a different quad I want to try out so bad. It's the LA Girl Eye Luxe Mesmerizing palette. This is in the shade Urbanize. It's an all matte palette. I don't know about you, but this gives me some type of feeling. You know what I mean? Like, this is gorgeous. Neutrals, matte. You can't go wrong. You have everything you need in one palette. Again, this is the Makeup Revolution Ultra Eye Contour palette. It looks so freaking pretty. That's what it looks like. It's very, very pretty. Let's dip our little fingers in here, shall we? It looks nice. You like the high-pitched voice? It looks nice. When you're like, I didn't do anything. We're gonna have to see how it applies on the eyes though. So let me get my brushes over here. So the first color that I'm gonna take is this one right here. And I'm gonna set my eyeshadow, wow. Okay, I'm gonna set my eyeshadow primer with this. I love Sephora and I love shopping at Sephora, but there's something like this year, I feel like, maybe like the end of last year and this year, there's just something about drugstore makeup that makes me so much more excited. I guess just because it's so affordable and you could try out a lot more items for the price. And let me just tell you guys, I went on Ulta.com, I mentioned this on my Facebook Live, but I went on Ulta.com and purchased all these products because there were so many new drugstore items. And I went to check out and it was like, want to use your Ulta points, and I'm like, I don't know what Ulta points are. And I've had all these points saved up like after I've been shopping at Ulta and I didn't even know it, and I applied my points to this order. This order was $200 and I think $38. I paid $21 for it because I applied my points. What? I didn't know points equaled money. I did not know that. I was like, what else can I buy? But I didn't end up buying any more. I just bought what I had for $21. That is insane. Shoot, I wish everything was at Ulta because then I would have hella points and not pay for anything. You know what I mean? Well, that's kind of not true because I would pay for stuff. I find that so interesting. So shout out to Ulta for having some banging point values. I mean, that is awesome. So I got a little excited, but I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. All right, so let's blend this into the crease. It's not bad. It's kind of choppy, but we're gonna see if we can make it work. But it looks nice. I mean, the pigmentation is there. I don't want it to be too pigmented because this is a crease shade, and I'm just trying to, you know, throw a color in the crease, not make it too intense. But it is kind of choppy. I think you guys can see what I'm talking about. In some parts it's darker, and then in some parts it's just choppy and not looking too good. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to try out this palette too on the other eye just to see how well it works. But I'm going to go in with this one right here. I usually don't like palettes like this that are like a weird shape going on. But the pans are pretty big, so my brush can fit in there comfortably. So comfortably, like I'm worried about it. We're just gonna have two different eye things going on. Okay. I like that warm shade. That's my kind of shade. So far, that's blending a lot. You see the difference between this eye and this eye? This one is blending so well. Y'all, if this palette goes well, I'm sorry. I'm not going to be using anything else other than this and the Stila glitters for the next month. You can see on here it does have some kickback, but honestly, I don't care about that because it's affordable, and if it blends well, it doesn't hurt my feelings. You know what I mean? Now I'm going to go in. I'm just going to go ahead and use this one. I'm going to go in with this shade right here and put this into my crease. See how this looks together. I think it's kind of different just because that first shade was so warm and this one's more cool toned. So it's interesting to see how they work together, but I don't think it looks bad. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little brush. This one's from MAC. This is the MAC 239. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with a really deep color with this MAC brush. And I'm just going to put this in the outer V and smoke it about halfway. Alright, this isn't as dark as I thought it was going to be, but it's looking like you could build it up. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a fluffy brush. This one's Sigma E25. Instead of using a really dense brush, and just fluff that in the outer V instead. I don't think it looks bad. It seems like it's building really well. Nice and smoky. And if you like just simple eyeshadow looks and something where like I'm going to put the Stila glitter here in the inner corner, if you just love something easy to do for every day, and you can kind of go from a really nice daytime look to a nighttime look by just smoking it out, then I'm going to go in with the MAC 242 and just take this white shade and put this in the inner corner. It's not like a wow inner corner highlight, but it's not terrible. How are we going to even this out? I'm going to go back into that first shade we used and just try to blend it out a little bit more. Maybe it was the brush. Alright, I'm thinking it was the brush because that just went on pretty well. I'm using the Sigma, oh no wait, this is Morphe. The Morphe M441. And then this is the MAC 217. I'm going to go in with this one right here. I'm going to see if we can kind of even both eyes out. Fluff this in the crease. Alright, maybe I was talking crap too quickly. I'll be the first to admit if I was talking crap. It's still a little choppy here in the inner corner. Maybe we can blend that out. I'm going to go back in with that Morphe brush and blend out the inner corner. I hate it when my inner corner gets choppy. I just don't understand it. And there's like a no way to fix it sometimes. So I'm not going to worry too much about it today, but it's definitely getting choppy in the inner corner. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with this deeper color. Wow, that was intense. That was black. Now I'm just going to go in and put this in the outer corner. Same brush. Okay, that's not bad. That is not bad. Okay, now I don't know which one I prefer. I'm going to go in with the Makeup Revolution, and on this side just deepen it up a little bit more. I'm going to go in with this cream shade right here with that same MAC brush and see how well this applies. Whoa, that one's definitely more intense. See how much more intense this one is than this one? This one's just like more of a natural cream shade. I can't wait to play with these warm shades. I wanted to keep it kind of simple just to try out those eyeshadows, but I promise you there will be different tutorials coming soon. Now I'm going to take the Too Faced glitter glue, put that on the back of my hand, and I'm going to be using the Stila Magnificent Metals Glitter Glow eyeshadow, liquid eyeshadow in Diamond Dust. You guys have wanted me to use this in a video for a while, so I'm going to show you how I use it. I'm just going to put this right here in the inner corner and go about halfway on my lid. You want to work quickly with this. I've mentioned it before, but this glitter glue does dry fairly quickly, and once it's dried, you're pretty much screwed. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to take directly off the applicator and pretty much just draw on my eye. Kind of go above the crease just because I have more hooded eyes. That way you'll be able to see when I close. And I do more of a heavy hand here in the inner corner. And as I get to the outer parts, I just kind of lightly flick it just to kind of blend it in a way. So you can see it's more intense right in here. Then as you go out, it gets a little less intense. And then I'm gonna do the same exact thing on the other eye. I find if I don't use this glitter glue, fallout will be absolutely everywhere. By the end of the day, the first time I ever wore this, I went to Sephora, and oh girl, I came home and I was like, wow, I have glitter all over my face. And then a lot of you told me to try it with a glitter glue or just a really good primer, so I decided to whip out the glitter glue and test it out, and I like it a lot more with it. I really like this applicator. I find that it's really easy to apply this way. I like taking these shades and then instead of using this chocolate brown, going in with this black right here in the outer corner because it really deepens it up and it makes it look really nice. I like that combo a lot. Now we're gonna try a new eyeliner, again from LA Girl. I got a lot of new stuff from LA Girl, but this is the matte eyeliner pen. I love matte eyeliners. My Makeup Forever ink liner is matte and it is the best. So when I saw that this was matte, I was like, I gotta try it. I gotta try it. It's quick drying, smudge proof, water resistant, and rich color payoff. I'm giving it a really hard test today, seeing if it can apply over glitter nicely. I'm kind of going in hard with this. We're gonna see if it'll work like the Makeup Forever one. My Makeup Forever one just glides right over. But you know, I'm not gonna judge it too hard if it doesn't really go over the glitter very well, but it's nice to see. So this is what the packaging looks like. I actually really like it. I think it looks good. Ooh, I like that. Ooh, I like that. Okay, so this is what it looks like. And then you take it off and it has a felt tip. I love felt tips, so I might like this a lot. There's a swatch of it. Oh, that dried quick. Not the blackest eyeliner ever when you first swatch it, but it is really nice. It's kind of like a black gray. You can do it, liner. So far it is going over the glitter pretty nicely. But I'm the type where I don't like my glitter showing through my liner. It's not as pigmented as I like. It looks good, but it's like up close, it's not my favorite. So I'm gonna go over it with my Makeup Forever ink eyeliner and save that one for a different look where I don't have a lot of glitter on. Okay guys, so I'm gonna apply lashes and then I'll be back to apply a new foundation that I am so excited to try. So be right back. Okay, so while we wait for my lash glue to get a little bit tacky, I'm going to go ahead and try a new foundation. I'm going to use my regular primers that I know I love. So that's the Smashbox Primer Water and the Canon Austin Mattifying Primer. I'm going to go ahead and apply this real quick. So the foundation I'm applying today is the LA Girl Pro Coverage HD High Def Long Wear Illuminating Foundation. I'm a little nervous about the illuminating part, but I feel like if I set it with a powder, we should be okay, hopefully. But I have two shades. I have the shade Natural and the Nude Beige. So I'm going to take the little packaging off and see if I can tell what color would be best. But I think this was like the newest one that they came out with and people were doing videos on it a while back. But I haven't watched any videos on it and I just went ahead and bought it. And I'll probably do a wear test on this as well because I love affordable foundations. Wet n Wild Photo Focus is the bomb. I'm always down to try new drugstore foundations just because I love when they work. Because I love drugstore makeup, I can't help it. I think I'm gonna go in with this one. This one's the shade Nude Beige. I like the packaging. This is what it looks like. It is plastic, but it has a pump. I mean, you can't beat that. I really could care less if it's a glass package or a bottle. So this is what the color looks like. And I'm gonna do one side of my face with my sponge. This is the Loreal sponge. And then one side of my face with a brush. Supplies. Oh yeah, that's full coverage. Wow. How crazy. Okay, so again, that shade is Nude Beige and that matches my self tan pretty dang good. I like it. I'm liking it so far. I think it's looking really nice on the skin. Very, very nice. I know the color is a lot different than this side of my face, but we're matching my self tan, so I'm really liking it. It does have a glow to it, so that makes me a little nervous. I mean, it's pretty dang glowy. So I'm gonna go in with a brush on the other side. So I'm just gonna blend this out. Look at that, jeez Louise. Oh my gosh. That is some coverage, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and just do my nose and everything with the brush. They both look the same, like, wow, I look glowy. Oh, Lord. I feel like the brush on my forehead, it's kind of breaking up some of the product. I don't know what's going on there. So I'm just gonna press it into the skin. So that's what the foundation looks like. The coverage is phenomenal. It is so nice. but I'm super scared at how luminous it is. Like, it makes me very, very nervous, so we're just gonna have to see how it works. I feel like it's starting to sink into the skin on this side and not look as glowy as the brush side. I might be insane, but I feel like that's happening. Okay, so now we're gonna use this LA Pro Girl concealer. I used this once, I think, a long time ago, but I didn't continue using it. I don't know why. It must not have made that big of an impact on me, but I really wanted to try it again and see how I feel about it because I know a lot of people love this concealer, so I just wanted to dip back into it. Again, it's the net. Oh, and this is a HD high def concealer as well, so perfect to go with the HD foundation. This is the concealer. It has a brush tip, and you just squeeze it, and it comes out on the, oh, there it is, on the brush. So we're just gonna this under our eyes like I normally do. Color is really nice with that foundation though. Like, I want all of my foundations of that shade. Looking pretty good so far. Very highlighted right now, the color that I chose. I'm actually kind of feeling the concealer right now. I think it looks really smooth. That's it, all blended out. Now we need to set the face. So I'm gonna use the LA Girl Pro Powder High Def Setting Powder. I didn't even realize I got all the HD products for LA Girl. I guess that's a good thing because I'm pretty sure they're all supposed to work together. It does come with a puff, but I'm not gonna keep that. I also have a pressed powder. I believe it's from LA Girl as well that I might set the rest of my face makeup with, but we'll see. That's the shade right there. All right, make me matte, please, and not look cakey. We're just gonna set this and bake. Really let it melt into the skin, hopefully get us nice and matte. Now I'm gonna take this e.l.f. Lock On Liner and Brow Cream in light brown. I wanna try this for my brows, and I really like e.l.f. lately, so I wanna test this out in a little pot like this. It was halfway open, that's not cool. But that's the product right there. And I'm gonna use my regular Sephora brush. This is the Sephora number 20, the Pro Brow. I love pomades, so I will always use a pomade. If you guys are curious. I like this color and it's applying really easily. Sometimes with drugstore like brow pomades or whatever, or liners like this, they won't be super pigmented, so then you have to keep building, and when you build it up, sometimes the color just like swipes away, so it's more difficult to work with. But this is really intense and it's really sticking onto the skin nicely. I really don't have to build it up because the color is so pigmented, so I am liking this so far. So now I'm going to set with the Too Faced Brow Quickie. This is in the shade Universal Taupe. So it's just going to lighten them up and really fill in those sparse areas, make them look a little bit fuller. Now we're going to dust away the baking that we did, hoping we look a little bit more matte. The foundation's breaking up right here. Don't know why, but from far, it looks okay. Up close though, it's just breaking up on my cheeks. I think you can see it right there. You can see the redness peeking through, but this side looks good. So maybe a sponge is the way to go because look at that. Ooh, gosh. Now we're gonna use a different bronzer. I'm gonna use the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This is the darkest shade. I know that there's two. I was always nervous to buy this because I thought it was just the lightest one and I knew it would be too light for me, but then you guys told me they had a darker shade, so once I saw this online, I snatched the darker shade so I could try it out for you guys. I've heard that this smells amazing. We're gonna see, the packaging is really, really cute. Ooh, that does smell good. So I'm gonna use a Tom Ford brush. I know, ridiculous. Tom Ford brush with a nice drugstore bronzer. Ah! Wow, that smells good. It's bronzing nicely, you see that? Ooh, oh no, I think we got a new one. I think my Neutrogena bronzer is gonna be put on the back burner. I'm like about to douse myself in this bronzer. Yes, so smooth and bronze. Oh my gosh. And it does come with a little brush that I just dropped in a mirror. Whoa, okay, I'm obsessed with the color of this. I love it, I think it's beautiful. So now that that's going really well, we're gonna use the Physicians Formula Matte Sculpting Palette. I saw this when I was in Kroger getting food, and I was like, you know what, let me just go to the makeup section. And I saw this, and I was like, yeah, I need to try that out. So now that I tried that butter bronzer, I have high hopes for this. This is what it looks like. You have 3 shades. You have a light, medium, and dark shade. This one is more ashy. This one's more warm, and then you just have like a vanilla, kind of banana highlight, like a very light yellow. And then you just open it up. Oh, that's nice of them. You get a mirror and a little brush, which I'm going to try today because I'm kind of feeling how this looks. So it's just an angled fluffy brush like this. Okay, let's see how it works. I'm going to go in with the more ashy tone just to create more of that shadow effect underneath my cheekbone. One thing is like this doesn't bend back really well, so I'm just going to hold it with one hand. So I've got product. And you know what? This brush is not half bad. Okay, it does feel cheapy, but it does the job. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I used to talk mad crap about Physicians Formula, but these 2 products are making me rethink everything I've felt about them for the last few years. Like ever since I started my channel, I just haven't been a huge Physicians Formula fan. But wow! I'm gonna add a little bit of the warm tone on top because it's looking pretty ashy right now. I think if you're more on the fair side, you'd really like it. I'm just going to top it with the more warm shade. That's really intense now. I did that to myself, okay? Okay, so I kind of just did that to myself where I have too much product on, but it was blending really well. I just put too much product on. Okay, but I really like that shadow that it created. I just put too much on because that's me. Gotta test it out, right? Alright, now I'm going to take this new L'Oreal blush palette. They sent this to me in PR and I've been wanting to test it out. This is their L'Oreal Infallible Paints blush. And I was a little nervous. Okay, so now that Physicians Formula brush is great, but this, no. So I'm going to take this lighter shade right here. I was a little nervous to try this out. Actually, I saw this online and I didn't purchase it because I thought it was cream, but they're powders. So if you're like me and you don't like cream, don't worry, this is not a cream. I like this first shade right here that I'm using, this one, because it adds just a little bit of a rosy hue, but it's not too intense. So what I'm going to use today is my Smashbox palette in gold. I'm going to mix these 2 shades right here since I am a little bit more tan. I'm kind of going with the tan glowy look. I'm just going to mix these 2 together. This is how I like to apply it. I'm obsessed with this color. If I used it by itself on my face, it would be too dark. So that's why I like to mix it with this lighter shade right here. And I'm just going to pop this on the tops of my cheek. And it gives you that nice gold glow. Like, I love it. If you wanted something lighter, you could just go with Turn It On Gold. But I love that deeper gold, so oh, I love it. Just love these highlighters. So I also like to put this on my shoulders and everything, and on my collarbones, especially when I was at the beach. I put it on my shoulders and my collarbone. Now I'm going to line my waterline. I just used my Nars Via Veneto eyeliner for that. And then we're going to go back into the Makeup Revolution palette. And I'm actually going to take this shade right here. And I'm going to put this on my lower lash line. Just using a MAC pencil brush because MAC pencil brushes are my favorite. It's actually a really pretty color. It doesn't necessarily go with the look. Now that I look at it, it's a little warm, but a little more of a red brown, but we can work with it. So now I'm going to put some mascara on my lower lashes. I'm just going to use Benefit Roller Lash because it's easy and I have it right here. I finally bought a sharpener for all of my lip liners and eyeliners, so you're going to be seeing some old favorites come back because I finally bought a sharpener, so it's amazing. But again, this is the Rimmel Lasting Finish Lip Liner in Spice. Then I absolutely love JCat and their lip products, so I saw this and I really wanted to try it out. It's the JCat Beauty Lipfinity Matte Lip, and it says it's kiss proof. This is in LMK01, I'm guessing. That's what it says, LMK01. So I will try to leave the name down below. Okay guys, so that is the makeup look. Let me know what you guys think. I can definitely tell I'm very illuminated from the foundation, so I don't know if this is gonna be a new favorite for me just because I do have very oily skin, so I'm gonna see how this wears throughout the day. I will keep you guys updated on this. I will do a wear test, but as you guys saw, it was pretty illuminated, but it was really great coverage. I feel like if you have dry skin, you would love it. Even normal skin, if you wanted something really dewy and luminous, you might really like that foundation. Everything else so far, I'm really enjoying, and I'm so impressed. I love drugstore makeup, so if you guys do want to see a full haul of everything that I got, let me know in the comments below. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.